Hey guys, it's Chris from Eagle Gunworks, and we're here today and we're going to be taking a look at the Primary Arms 1:6 by 24 scope. And it's got the ACSS Raptor Reticle in it. And this one is specifically designed for the 300 blackout or either the 7.62 by 39 round. So it's going to have the gradations in it that are going to work with the 300 blackout round. So it's specifically designed for that one. And I've got it mounted on an AR-15 style rifle here, and the magnification ring is here at the back, and like I said, it goes from 1 all the way up to 6 magnification. I think they've got a newer version out that goes up to 8 now, but this one's a few years older, but it's still a very nice scope. And then got your elevation and windage here on the side, and then it's also an illuminated reticle. So you've got the on-off switch for here, and it goes from 1 to 11 on the illumination. Scope comes with the caps to cover both ends of the scope, and the thing on this scope is this is a first focal plane scope. It's different than a lot of the other scopes that are out there that are normally set up as second focal plane. With the first focal plane scope, when the reticle is at 1 magnification, it pretty much looks like a red dot here in the center of the picture. When it goes up to the 6 magnification, it's more like this one over here, and the reticle gets bigger as you magnify the image. With the second focal plane scope, the reticle always stays the same size, and your image is what is only thing magnified in a second focal plane scope. So the reticle on this one, like I said, is the ACSS Raptor, and we'll try to get a picture of it actually looking through the scope and let you see what it looks like with the different illuminations, so that you can tell what the reticle rather looks like in the scope. Okay guys, I'm going to try to get you some pictures in between the different magnification settings and also the illumination settings on the reticle here. And this is at a 1. You can barely see the red right there in the center of the target. We're going to magnify this now and see what it looks like as we go up. So you can tell as we increase the magnification, the reticle starts to get bigger. And that's all the way up at 6 there. And then for the illumination, that's on a 8 right now. So we'll turn that up a little more, and that's a 9, 10. That's the highest setting there. And then that's off. So you can see the black in there just barely. And then when you start with 1 and 2, 3, they're just barely noticeable that anything's going on. 4, you start to see it a little bit more. 5, 6, 7, and back to 8 that we started with. Can't get a real clear picture of the way the markings look looking through the camera, because it just doesn't pick it up as well. But that's a general idea of what you're going to be seeing when you're looking through this scope. And also that's the target that we shot with it yesterday there. The scope is a like I said, it's a 1x6 by 24 scope. To give you some of the specifics on here. Tube diameter is 30 millimeters, and the objective lens diameter is 24. The eye relief on this one is about 4 to 4 1/4 inches, so you don't have to get extremely close to the scope to be able to see through it, which is one of the things I was looking for when I picked out a scope for this rifle. I didn't want to have my eye right up against it to be able to see anything through it. So you got plenty of eye relief on this scope. And the elevation and windage is marked in 0.25 MOA per click, and total elevation adjustment of 50 MOA, and windage adjustment also of a total of 50 MOA. The illumination, it's red on the inside of it, and it's also waterproof, it's nitrogen purged, and fog resistant, and it is covered by a lifetime warranty from Primary Arms. So for the money, this scope is a very good value, especially with it being a first focal plane scope. And the glass on this one, when you look through the glass, it is very clear. There's not a lot of distortion to the glass, even on around the edges. So it's a really good sight picture on this one. And I've got it mounted with a cantilever rail here, so that you can get it mounted in the proper spot. For the money, great scope. I think you ought to check it out. And Primary Arms, they are based here in the USA. The scope is made overseas, but it's a very good value for the money. And Primary Arms does a great job of getting their stuff out to you, and they've been a really good company to work with. I've ordered a couple of scopes from them and a couple of other parts when I was building this rifle as well, and they're a good company to work with. So if you're looking for a good 1-to-6 scope, check this one out. Okay, let's go ahead and load it up and see how she does. Going to be shooting just some standard full metal jacket rounds here. Just load her up. Okay, get back on safe. Drop the magazine out. And then eject that last round. Okay. So that's the 300 blackout. And with the Primary Arms 1-to-6 scope with the ACSS Raptor reticle. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, then like and subscribe down at the bottom.